welcome to the 2024 Cesar Chavez Legacy Awards here at the historic Vibiana. And I love just the fact that we're in a historic building celebrating history. Some 6 decades ago, Cesar Chavez and his colleagues founded what today is the Cesar Chavez Foundation. Its mission, then and now, is to improve the quality of life for Latinos, for working families and farm workers, and to inspire and transform communities. We welcome you to this year's presentation of the Cesar Chavez Legacy Award to commend the 2 worthy men and 1 woman who are being recognized tonight for their commitment to advocacy and community. We also hope that you enjoyed tonight's inaugural Taste of Avenida Cesar Chavez, a celebration of the food and rich culture that make up Cesar Chavez Avenue.
This Legacy Awards program is only possible because of the support of our honorees, our presenting sponsors, AltaMed and AQMD, and each one of you present here today. In your own ways, you help us bring to life Cesar's legacy in one small act of perseverance, leadership, and compassion at a time.
My family's story is an immigrant's American dream story. My mother raised my brother Joaquin and me on the west side of San Antonio. We looked up to Cesar Chavez as a hero. So much of what we've been able to accomplish has been made possible because of the work of Cesar and of Dolores and of Helen Chavez and so many others who committed themselves not to bettering their own lives, but to bettering the lives of those around them.
Join me in a warm greeting to our first recipient of the Cesar Chavez Legacy Award, the 71st Speaker of the California State Assembly, Robert Rivas.
From those rows of vineyards to this stage, and through the power of love, of community, and of collective action. Truly, anything is possible. The injustices working families face, they were wrong when my grandfather led strikes in the 1960s, and they are wrong today in 2024. And it is absolutely why we must be relentless, we must keep organizing, and we must keep fighting.
In the summer of 1975, Jane stood with Cesar Chavez and the farm workers during their grueling 59-day, 1,000-mile march across California. This march was a monumental effort to inform farm workers of their newly won rights following the enactment of the Agricultural Labor Relations Act. Her dedication to the farm worker movement from the fields of California to the nation's capital demonstrates a lifelong commitment to fighting for those often voiceless.
In a gentle way, you can shake the world. That was one of Cesar Chavez's favorite lines from Gandhi. It was assumed that it was utterly impossible to organize farm workers into a union. This was something that couldn't happen, and it happened because of people like Cesar and Dolores and so many others. If you approach it with love and consistency and community, anything can happen. Anything. This is our documentary time. This is the time when we have to say, yes, I can be that brave. I'm going to stand up and fight.
Our final honoree tonight has really spent his career providing health care to our communities throughout Southern California. Today, AltaMed is the largest network of federally qualified health centers in the state of California, and probably the 3rd or 4th largest in the United States of America. They've done work in getting out the vote. They've done work in census, making sure that everybody's counted. It is my extreme pleasure and honor to invite to the stage the President and CEO of AltaMed Health Services.
When I witnessed a long line outside a small clinic in East Los Angeles, where people waited for hours to get a ticket to get basic health care. There I found my true calling. At the core of AltaMed's mission lies the belief that community health involves advocating outside of the 4 walls of our clinics. As a community, we have embarked on a collective journey to amplify our influence, combat injustice, and work towards a brighter future. It is truly an honor to be recognized with the Cesar Chavez Legacy Award. Sí se puede, claro que sí se puede.
I'd like to thank all of our honorees, our guests, and our sponsors. On behalf of the Cesar Chavez Foundation, please accept our sincere appreciation for joining us this very special night. We look forward to seeing you again at next year's Cesar Chavez Legacy Awards.
You cannot uneducate the person who has learned to read. You cannot humiliate the person who feels pride. You cannot oppress the people who are not afraid anymore.